Alright guys, what's going on? Big Al's Bike and Auto coming at you here, shirtless as always. So today I want to talk about a couple things. We're going to make it nice and short because I've realized watching my own videos, man, I talk too much and they get boring. So maybe some of you like to listen to me, but I don't like to listen to myself. So we're going to start cutting that down a little bit. More content, less chatter. So the first thing I want to talk about today is what's going on with all my cars. I made some content. I'll never stop burping though. So I was recording all last week and I looked at all the footage. I was editing the footage. I was gonna upload it. I'm like, this shit sucks. Yeah, I was doing stuff with the cars, but I was just talking most of the time and not even really doing much with them, you know, just little shit. So enough with that. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I'm doing with all these vehicles, because I had to come to a decision when I had 4 technical daily drivers. I realized something had to change. The first of them being my Civic over here. I've talked about what I am going to do with it and I changed my mind. Well, I've decided it's got to go. So I'm still waiting on the title. I just screened my buddy about it again the other day. His mother is still waiting to get it in Arkansas. I don't know. It's driving me fucking crazy because I just want to fix this thing so I can sell it. Really quick reminder what it needs. It needs the AC compressor. It really should get a timing belt. It hasn't been done in forever, and we'll probably just pull the cover back and check it, and if it looks like shit, you know, I'll go through the labor of changing it. If not, keep it in there because it's a seller. I'm going to repaint the roof, have the windshield replaced, and unload this thing. I'll probably get about $4 grand for it, give or take. Do some minor little cosmetic things. Even if it's $3 grand, I'm only into it for 900 bucks, so I don't really give a shit at this point. I just want it out of here. Element I'm going to talk about last, because the next thing I'm going to talk about is this right here, the Aurora. It's got to go. You know, I love this car. I love these cars in general, the Auroras, but I just don't need it. It was an impulse buy. I haven't had one in years, and I said, wow, I miss driving one of those, and it'll be great for the YouTube channel, and I bought it for 500 bucks, so how can you beat that? I was dailying it for the first week, and I realized, like, how stupid. And my buddy, I met this kid a few months ago at a car show. He put a great perspective for me. I was telling him I had the Bullet, and he's like, how come you don't daily drive your Bullet? Like, because, man, if I had that car, I'd be driving that everywhere. And I'm like, you know, shit, that's a good point. I live in South Florida. The roads are perfect. The weather's perfect. Besides some traffic, otherwise it's a great place to have a car like that and drive it. I mean, the majority of people have to put them away for the winter. They don't want them to get salty and beat on. And I mean, I've got the perfect climate to drive this car. I always wanted it. For when I had this car since it was 6 months old, or maybe it was a year old, but you know, no more than a year old. And every winter I put it away in New England. I hate it. I just wanted to drive it. And now I'm down here and it just sits. It sits so much it's starting to deteriorate. Did you guys see the door panel when I moved it? Look, it's peeling right off because it sits so much and the heat is baking down on it. And so I want to make the Bullet my daily driver again. It was a daily driver for me for about 1.5 years. Actually, I lived in Massachusetts. I never drive when there was salt in the road, but otherwise I would. And you know what? What am I saving this car for? Why am I keeping the miles so low? I'm losing money on it no matter what. I bought it when it was 1 year old. I mean, it's depreciated since. Not terribly so, but it's depreciated. It's going to continue to depreciate. You know, I don't need to say this is some big investment to get rich off someday. I don't need to do that. I need to enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, that's why this car needs to go. I love it. I just don't need it. Like the Roadmaster here, it's a collectible. It's cool. You can take it to a cruise in. You can't do that with this thing. You know, if it was a final 500, I'd keep it. But I just don't need it. It's not in the best of shape. It's not in terrible shape either, but you know, it needs some shit. So tomorrow I'm going to throw in the crankshaft positioning sensor and list it and get it out of here. I'm not going to ask much for it either. I'm going to, you know, ask cheap money for it because I want it out of here. I don't want it sitting here anymore. So it's a great little car. I really hope it goes to somebody good who can appreciate these, but it can't be me anymore. I don't need it. So moving on to everything else stays the same. These cars. When I sell this, I'm going to use some of that money to ship down my other Trofeo, and I'll get started on restoring that thing soon. See, I don't mind having 2 Trofeos because they're both collector cars to me, and I enjoy them, and I take them to car shows and shit. One my girlfriend can drive, one I can drive, so no problem having 2 of those. It's just like run-of-the-mill cars like these that there's no reason to have so many of them. So now we come down to the Element, the last one. The Element I have decided to keep. The last few videos I made, which I'm not going to upload after all, were about me getting ready to sell it. But I realized how much I love this car. I had the valve cover gasket changed out. Fabio and I did it. down at Cleared Hot Motorsports, and I hadn't been driving this thing for a while because of that, because it was leaking oil so bad. Now that I'm driving it again, I fucking miss this thing. It's such a great daily. It's got so many utility purposes, and it's so good on gas, and so reliable, and it's cool. I love Elements. You guys may not. Most of you follow me from my domestic car days, and that's fine. As you can see, I still do plenty of that. But, you know, I love Elements. I think they're sweet. So I've got some big plans for this car. Tomorrow, I'm going to pick up new wheels for it. They're off the 2008 Acura RDX. Same bolt pattern, about a little bit bigger, but in a good way. It'll fill in those giant gaps between the wheels and the fenders. Bolts right on. No problem with rubbing or anything like that, or being too close to the caliper. I'm trying to change how I do the videos a bit. You know, I think more of the vlog, I do a lot of talking. So if I'm gonna do talking, it should be more like a vlog like this, where I'm talking to the camera. I haven't started this shit in over a week. It's a shame, but I've just been crazy busy, and I've been spending a lot of time, like, you car people get it. You like get one of these cars, like, what do I do with my cars? What's the next mod? What am I gonna do? And it's all you can think about. And I finally figured it out, and that's why I'm so energetic and excited, because even as of this morning, I still wasn't sure. And then when I found the wheels, because I've been looking for replacement wheels for that Element, and I finally found a pair I liked, which is the RDX wheels. And when I found those and figured everything else I wanted to do, I'm like, yeah, this is the way I want to go with this shit. So hopefully this thing starts. And I saw that coming. Fucking asshole. Something's drawn on the battery in this car. It's got a brand new battery, and this is the second time this has happened now. I'm gonna jump start this thing. We'll get it moving. I'm gonna pull the Element in so I can get detailing. So as always, just my luck. Looks like we got a big thunderstorm rolling in. I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. I'm gonna do the car in sections because I'm anticipating I won't be able to get it all done today. But I'd say the worst area is the roof, so I'm hitting that out of the park first. I just double bucket, washed it, and now, unfortunately, I'm out of bug and tar. I thought I had some, but you can see there's no problems with the paint fading on this car, which is why I want to protect it now. All kinds of bird shit marks on this roof from those fucking stupid birds, especially from today. There's a lot of little minor dings up here, but there's going to be a roof rack up here soon anyway, so I don't really care about that. I just want to protect the roof from fading. So you can see there's a lot of old dried up, the camera's not going to show it that well, but bird shit stains in the paint I got to get out with that bug and tar remover the best I can. The clay should take off what that doesn't get. What an afternoon I've had. I haven't gotten much done. I'm running out of steam. I had to keep running to the store because I kept forgetting shit. I bought some more bug and tar remover. It's doing just about nothing, and a lot of shit I got stuck on this car. But I've got this pretty much a clean slate ready for clay. There's some bird shit stains that just don't want to come out, so I'm going to try the clay bar first on them. If that doesn't lift it, which I don't think it will, I might have to use compound. Just a real pain in the neck. I really hate doing this shit. I forgot how much I fucking hate doing this shit, but to pay somebody to do this, it's so ridiculously expensive to do it right. Alright, so I just finished clay barring the roof of the Element. It took quite a bit of claying because, I mean, this thing has been outside its entire life. 2006. You can see now it's, well, I hear that paper dragging around. There it goes. So, anyway, it's all clayed, nice and smooth. Now I'm going to go ahead and compound. I got my little buffer here, and because there's a lot of bird shit stains that didn't come out with the, unfortunately they didn't come out with my Gooby Gone, the bug and tar remover, or the clay bar. So I want them out. The last thing I want to do, you know, even though I never really look at the roof, nothing I hate more than throwing wax over bird shit stains, and, you know, stuff like that, and it's just there at that point. You're almost helping it stay a part of the paint job, kind of encapsulating it in. So I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and use my little compound there, the Meguiar's, and see if I can get that shit out. Alright, so I just compounded the passenger side of the roof. Camera, it's gonna make it real hard to see a difference, but it did take out the majority, if not all, of those bird shit stains. There's a few paint imperfections it didn't take out. I'm sure if I went over it a few more times it might. But again, it's the roof. I'm not too worried about it. It's going to get damage on it anyway from kayaks and surfboards and whatnot, but like there's some old bug splats up here that I think at this point might be more, they might be actually rock splats, because I hit them hard for a while with the compounder and didn't make a difference. So, but I'm very happy with the way the roof looks otherwise. I mean, you guys can see it, it looks immaculate. This isn't a show car, it's a daily driver. It's a 2006 with 140K on it. So for the roof to look that good, I'm happy. So I'm gonna go ahead now and do this side with the compound. I'm just hoping to get, again, my main concern is getting the bird shit stains out, which I did on that side with the compound. See this kind of crap? All right, so here's the roof, all done. Just waiting for wax. Did the compound all around, and it did take out, remember I was showing you guys before, those bird shit marks, they're gone. There's some minor marks here and there, I just couldn't come out. I mean, I wailed on them for a while, and remember, this isn't a Ferrari, it's a 2006 Element, so at that point you say, okay, I can be out here for another 4 more hours, or I can move on, and you move on. But you look at it overall, it's pretty damn nice. Probably one of the cleanest Elements in the world, at least on the roof right now, because most people don't detail these things. So, oh, you see that buff? I missed a little spot for that compound. Alright, I just finished waxing the roof of the Element. I'm just going to do one coat. The Meguiar's is a pretty good wax. And again, this isn't a show car, it's a daily. It's going to protect the paint very well. What a difference. The roof looks brand new. Now you can see every dent on the roof because it's so shiny. So that's that. I'm going to continue on with the vehicle. I'll take some more video through the night, but it's the same process, just a little bit less, because I don't have to do all that compounding and shit just about everywhere else. The sides of the car are fine. Biggest thing will be claying the sides, because all kinds of road dirt will be collected on the bottoms of the doors, I'm sure. But anyway, that's the scoop. I got 15 minutes of daylight to move all these cars around and wash this thing, so it'll be interesting.